Hello everyone, welcome back to AutoTrend TV. I'm your Viprajesh again from SRT Tata Coimbatore, and I'm here with the new facelifted BS6 compliant Tata Tigor XZ variant. The XZ Plus is the top spec variant of the Tata Tigor range, while the XZ is one variant lower to that. So that means you get certain differences in terms of features and overall comfort. Starting with the exterior design, you can see that the front looks similar to the Tata Tiago. That means you do not get projector headlamps on this variant, and neither you get LED DRLs, which were present on the XZ Plus variant of the Tata Tigor. However, you can see that the grille itself is very similar to the Tata Tiago. So this front fascia itself is exactly similar to that of a Tata Tiago if you do not see the rear. So you get the very same tri-arrow design pattern on the grille, and you do not get any sort of chrome design details on the tri-arrow design pattern on the grille, unlike the XZ Plus variant. So it looks exactly similar to the Tata Tiago. The piping of chrome, this thick bar of chrome under the grille remains exactly similar on both the cars, so that makes it really good. You get this nice chrome outline on the front fog lamps, which is also really very good, just like on the XZ variant of the Tata Tiago. So basically the front exactly looks like a Tata Tiago XZ. However, you start to notice things when you come towards the sides. This here is the very same wheel cap which the Tata Tiago and Tigor were provided with in 2016 on the entry-level variants. So this wheel caps have made a comeback on the XZ variant of the Tata Tigor. However, the XZ variant of the Tiago gets a much different, much better looking wheel design, even though being the same 14-inch size. I don't know why Tata Motors decided to do this on the XZ variant of the Tata Tigor. They could have provided the very same design, which would definitely look much better on this XZ variant. It looks really very cheap on the XZ variant of the Tata Tigor, however. So that is one point down on the XZ variant. However, the plus points are a lot. These are the very same 14-inch steel wheel covers which the Tata Tiago and Tigor used to be provided in 2016 on the XT variant. But on the facelifted Tata Tigor and Tiago, they have made a comeback. However, on this XZ variant, this design definitely looks weird and cheap. Whereas on the XZ variant of the Tata Tiago, the wheel design is much better, carried over from the NRG variant of the Tata Tiago. That makes it look almost like an alloy. But on the XZ variant of the Tata Tigor, this design is provided, which definitely looks not so good. So moving on towards other details, you can see that this side profile looks exactly similar to any other Tata Tigor. That has not been changed at all. The Tigor still looks very good when it comes to compact sedans in India. One nice thing is that even on this XZ variant, you get nice broad chrome highlights on the door handles. You can see that it definitely adds to the premiumness of the design of the Tata Tigor. The door handles themselves have been made better in terms of quality and solidity, so that it's much more reassuring and very confident, inspiring to use. From this angle, you can definitely notice that this car has got a blue tinge to it. That's because this is the Arizona blue color. Yes, that's right. This is the very same Arizona blue color provided on the Tata Hexa. This color makes the Tata Tigor look much more premium and very cool. So it's kind of a BMW-like color, and that adds to the premium factor of this sedan for the stars, as Tata Motors would like to call it. So moving on towards the rear, you can see that everything remains exactly the same as every other Tata Tigor, except for the lack of a reverse parking camera. The reverse parking camera was used to be provided on this area over here in the number plate housing on the top spec variants of the Tata Tigor, but that is absent on this variant clearly, as you can see. However, the split LED tail lamps along with the LED high mounted wide stop lamp are exactly similar to that of any other Tata Tigor, which definitely looks much more premium and very inspired by the Jaguar XF. So this here is the updated lower bumper. It now gets a thicker black detailing. Along with that, you can also see this new chrome bar, which gives it a sort of premium appeal. The reverse lamp is on the left side of the bumper, whereas on the other side it is a plain reflector. You can fit a rear fog lamp over there. The pre-facelift Tata Tigor used to get a rear fog lamp, but this facelift model does not get that. You get dual reverse parking sensors, no camera however, but it still functions very fine. So that's all about the rear. Overall, this XZ variant of the Tata Tigor looks really very good. Another detail I would like to show you is this antenna. On the top spec variants of the Tata Tigor, you get a nice shark fin antenna, but on this variant it is a plain stick like antenna. So on the XT variant of the pre-facelift Tata Tigor, shark fin antenna was provided, but on this facelift model they have cut down that feature in order to reduce costs, I guess. So that's all about the exteriors. Let's get inside the cabin to check out the features and differences when it comes to the interiors of the Tata Tigor. Yes guys, I'm right now inside the XZ variant of the new facelifted BS6 compliant Tata Tigor, and this is how the interiors, the dashboard looks like. Surprisingly, it's got a whole lot of differences when you compare with even the XZ variant of the Tata Tiago. In fact, it lacks a certain features when you compare with the XZ variant of the Tata Tiago, and I'll show you what are those features. To begin with, let's start with the steering wheel. Of course, this is the very same steering wheel available on even the XZ Plus variant of the Tata Tigor. That's because it's a flat bottom steering wheel with this same piano black finish seen on almost every Tata car. Even on the Tata Tiago, you get the very same steering mounted controls on the left side. On the right side, it's just a plain blank panel. The horn buttons are located in your hand, very convenient to use. They are on the farther end of the steering boss, so they are really very convenient to use. So this here is the instrument cluster, which is the very same digital unit standard across all variants of the Tata Tiago, Tigor, Nexon cars. So that's all. The steering wheel is of course adjustable for tilt but not telescopic, so it's totally fine. Surprising thing is that on this XZ variant you get push button start, so that's a really very surprising thing. A good point, however, in the interest of providing a push button start, Tata Motors seems to have cut down on other features on the Tata Tigor XZ. To begin with, the first feature which this car lacks is a touchscreen system. If you have watched my detailed review of the XZ variant of the Tata Tiago, that variant of the Tiago itself gets a massive 7-inch touchscreen system. But the Tigor XZ clearly lacks that, and instead it gets the audio system, the Harman audio system from the XT variant of the Tata Tiago, which is a monochrome touch-based infotainment system. It's not that great to use, not that great to look at as well. It's quite weird because it is a touch-based system. It does not get any sort of physical buttons, unlike the pre-facelift XT variant of the Tiago and Tigor. So it's quite weird to operate. You definitely need to get used to this system, or you can just change the head unit because it's kind of awkward to look at and even awkward to use. So I have turned on the ignition of this car, and this is how the digital instrument cluster looks like on the XZ variant of the Tigor. This is basically the same on every variant of the Tiago, Tigor and the Nexon. So, well, there is nothing much to say about that. It gets all the features essential for a driver. So that's a really good thing. You also get front fog lamps. This here is the front fog lamp button. This here is the central locking and unlocking button for this car. And this here is the electric boot release, electric trunk opener on this XZ variant of the Tata Tigor. Press this and the boot automatically is open. And this here is the manual air conditioning console for this XZ variant of the Tata Tigor, which is very similar to every other variant of the Tiago and Tigor except for the top spec XZ Plus variants. So it works totally fine. It's decent enough. Now talking about the key, this being a car equipped with push button start and smart key entry, this here is the smart key, which is very similar to the Tata Harrier, the Tata Nexon, the Tata Altroz and this is now available on the XZ and XZ Plus variants of the Tata Tigor as well. It is very nice, very sleek, and quite big to hold as well. It gets lock unlock buttons along with follow me headlamp function, and even a remote trunk opening button as well. So that's a really good thing. Let me just place the key over here in this massive bin over there. Lower down the air conditioning unit console, you can see there is a single USB port. You can either use it for connectivity or charging your phones. That is a 12-volt charging socket, which is very similar to the Tiago as well. The transmission lever is a 5-speed manual unit, which is very similar to the Tata Altroz, the Tata Tiago. So it's nice and slick and nice in terms of quality as well. The center console is exactly the same. Even on the top spec Tata Tiago and Tigor, you do not get any sort of center armrest. So this here is the same design you will see on every Tiago and Tigor. On the Tigor, however, even on this XZ variant, you get an additional 12-volt charging socket, probably for the rear seat passengers. So that's a good benefit. The handbrake lever is the exact same. The amount of cup holders, cubby holes are also exactly the same. Now coming to other features on the driver's side, this here is the knob to electronically control the ORVMs from the driver's side. However, one thing you may notice is that this XZ variant of the Tata Tigor does not get auto folding function. As you can see, it's not folding. On the Tata Tiago XZ, however, that variant comes with an auto fold function for the ORVMs. So Tata Motors have also cut down on the auto folding mirror function on this XZ variant of the Tata Tigor, which is quite very weird, because you get it on the hatchback version and you do not get it on the premium sedan, compact sedan version. So that's quite very weird. Another weird thing is that on this variant you do not get the chrome door handles, which were surprisingly available on the Tiago XZ again, but is not available on the XZ variant of the Tigor. What's available though, you can see this nice fabric padding on the door armrest on every door. That is available on the XZ variant of the Tigor. On the Tiago, however, there is no sort of padding or soft materials even on the top spec XZ Plus variant. So that is a small kind of plus point on the Tigor XZ. But still, these features, I think these are more important than some soft padding on the door armrest. Another thing that the Tigor lacks, even on the XZ variant, is a height adjustable driver seat, which is another big shock. If you may remember, the XZ variant of the Tata Tiago used to get a driver seat height adjustment lever, but on the XZ variant of the Tigor, that is clearly not present. That is another feature which Tata Motors have cut down on the XZ variant of the Tigor. However, good thing is that you get express down function for the driver window. So yeah, it's okay, but these features I think are a little bit more important, given the fact that this car is promoted as a sedan for the stars. So I don't know, Tata Motors needs to answer all of these. Coming to storage spaces, of course, I have talked about all the cubby holes and everything. The glove box is quite large, of course, very similar to the Tata Tiago, and it also gets a cooling function just like the XZ variant of the Tata Tiago as well. You get the very same door design with the piano black design element on the door handles, and the very same twin 500 ml bottle holders in the front doors. So yeah, that's all. Moving over towards the roof, you have got the day night switch for the IRVM. It is the very same unit with a switch. I guess only the entry level XE variants of the Tiago and Tigor do not get this day night switch. So that is a clever thinking by Tata Motors. Now coming to the sun visors, you can see that the passenger side sun visor does not get a vanity mirror, and the driver sun visor of course does not get on any variant of the Tigor and Tiago. I guess the Tata Tigor's top spec variant, the XZ Plus variant, gets a vanity mirror even on the driver's side. That's clearly lacking on this variant. However, the headliner on this car is quite cheap to look at and even feel. It's not as high quality as even the XZ variant of the Tata Tiago. So that is another cost cutting done by Tata Motors on the Tigor. However, this good thing is another good thing is that this LED lighting in the center of the cabin is standard across all variants of the Tiago and Tigor. So that's okay. So that's all about the front seats. Now let's get into the back seat to check out whether if there is any sort of difference in terms of comfort, features and convenience. Yes folks, I'm right now in the back seat of the XZ variant of the Tata Tigor compact sedan, and this is how the dashboard looks like from the rear seat. It is definitely not as good looking as the XZ variant of the Tata Tiago due to the lack of a touchscreen system and certain other features. So talking about the rear seats, as you can see, the space has always been the same. The fabric, the overall design of the front seats have also been quite upgraded. When you compare with the pre-facelift Tata Tiago and Tigor's seats, these are much more supportive, much better in quality, and the shape and design of the headrests themselves have also been changed in order to provide better comfort and better safety. So that's a good thing. The space is exactly the same. There is good amount of footroom though. The space is decent. It's not as great as other compact sedans in this market, but it's totally fine. What's good is that on the Tata Tigor you get standard very wide rear seats. That means the seats extend all the way into the doors, so that you can get almost sofa like comfort. You get ample amount of shoulder support that is exceptional only for the Tigor. Along with that, you also get this armrest on the XZ variant. At least Tata Motors have not compromised by cutting down the rear center armrest on this XZ variant. So that is a good thing. That is a consoling point. Another good thing is that even on the rear doors you can see this nice soft padding on the armrest where usually your elbows would rest. That's a good thing. However, you do not get the chrome finished door handles on the XZ variant, just like on the front doors. So that is a cost cutting, whereas that is okay. This is good comfort, and even this point is also very good in terms of comfort. The space is decent. Overall headroom, legroom is all decent. It's not groundbreaking, it's not segment best, but it's still very good. So that's all about the rear seats. Let me get into the boot and later under the engine bay of the facelifted BS6 Tata Tigor XZ. Yes folks, I'm right now standing behind the Tata Tigor XZ, and I'm right now going to pop open the boot. You can pop open the boot of the facelifted BS6 Tata Tigor XZ and XZ Plus by just pressing this button over here, like on the Tata Nexon and every other smart key equipped cars of the Tata Motors. So this is how the boot looks like. It is the very same 419 liter boot, which is very wide and very usable, given the fact that there is no sort of gooseneck hinge or anything to cut down on the usable space. Instead, Tata Motors have provided these nice hydraulic mounts on every variant of the Tata Tigor. That is clever engineering. However, it's quite complex. You can see the mechanism over there. So this is exclusive for the Tigor only, and the space itself is fantastic. This is probably one among the best compact sedans to provide great boot space in the Indian market. Under the boot floor is the spare wheel. It is a space saver. It is a 13-inch spare wheel which gets an 80 km/h speed limit. All other tools are provided over here itself. I don't know why Tata Motors does this. Even on their compact sedan, they could have at least provided a 14-inch steel wheel, because this is promoted as a sedan for the stars, but they clearly have not done that. So that is quite disappointing, but it's totally okay. Now let's get under the bonnet of the Tata Tigor XZ. Just pop open this lever, and yeah, it is quite a heavy bonnet. And just like on the Tata Tiago and every other variant of the Tigor, you can see this very same 1.2 liter 3-cylinder BS6 updated Revotron engine, which produces 86 PS of maximum power and 130 Newton meters of maximum torque through a 5-speed manual or an AMT transmission. You can see the relocated air filter, the updated catalytic converter for BS6 norms, and you can see the updated engine mounts, which are the reason for much better NVH inside the cabin. Along with that, you can also see the standard ABS control unit, which is standard across all variants of the Tiago and the Tigor. talking about safety features, this Tata Tigor, the facelifted BS6 Tata Tigor. Talking about safety features, all the variants of the Tata Tiago and Tigor get dual airbags, ABS, EBD, corner stability control as standard. So that makes the Tata Tiago a really good option for people who are considering safety on their entry-level cars. Another fact is that the Tiago and Tigor have been rated 4 stars in the global NCAP crash tests. Now these scores definitely make the Tiago and Tigor one among the safer compact cars in the Indian market. So yeah, this is all about the XZ variant of the Tata Tigor. It may lack a lot of features even when you compare with the XZ variant of the Tata Tiago, but what it is a really fashionable, really good loaded compact sedan in the Indian market. The prices are on the screen for you right now, and do let me know in the comment section below what do you think about this XZ variant. I personally would prefer the XZ Plus variant of the Tata Tigor by extending my budget. So yeah, meanwhile this is Viprajesh signing off. See you on another video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.